We're in October. We're in the middle of the spooky season. Oh, we're in the thick of it, bro. Y'all know how October goes. It comes and it goes. So I want to talk about some of the scary movies that scarred my big 6-foot black ass when I was a little ass kid about 10, 15 years ago. Let's get straight into it. I gotta start with giving a big shout out to the movie that made me sleep with a bat. Yes, a bat by my bed, because I was just worried about this nigga It coming into my room at night and trying to sneak up on me, bruh. Especially when you learn that the whole plot is the more you get scared, the more you get in your head, the more psychological you let it be, the more he's actually scary. I was like, oh my gosh. And I made it worse and worse and worse. It can't just be me that once they start thinking about something, then they could start thinking about 10 different, 15 different ways it can go bad. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what was happening to me when I was young and I first saw It. I swear to God, I had a phase like 5, 6, 7 years. So he was like, and where I was absolutely terrified of clowns. Did not fuck with them whatsoever. Every clown movie that I saw, there was one. It was like Crazy Clowns coming from. What is the name of that movie? This Crazy Clowns from Outer Space, man. I don't even remember if it was that scary, to be honest. I just know I was not fucking with clowns so bad that the second this got put on at a birthday party of all things, I'm hiding in the covers immediately. I'm trying to do anything and everything but look at the TV. Along those same lines, that's how I felt about Jeepers Creepers, bro. The idea of just hanging out with your homies in the car, you whipping, and you turn on the wrong road, and next thing you know, you're running from this scarecrow, amalgamation, alien looking thing. Oh my gosh. As a little kid, terrifying. When I'm looking at it now, I'm saying to myself, what is that? Like I'm Burleezy, bro. But back then, terrifying. This thing, wow, bro. This thing is really not scary at all. The more I look at it, damn. Age, man. Age. Now, Halloween was never the most terrifying movie by any means. You feel what I'm saying? But the fact that that nigga Michael Myers was clearly cheesing, he was clearly running off screen, you feel what I'm saying? Every time he'd show up, he would be walking, next thing you know, he's stabbing somebody. That made no sense to me as a youngin'. That, and then at the end of every single movie, he would never die. When you're young, you watch movies, you watch TV, the villain always loses. You see him go to jail, you see him get off, you see him get turned to goo. You see that happen. With Michael Myers, all you knew was that he was gone. And that terrified me as a kid. I would be like, oh my gosh, that nigga Michael Myers should come get me. Especially because I live in the Chicago area, you feel what I'm saying? That movie took place in this area. Bro. You keep building up, you keep stacking this shit against me, I'm gonna get terrified as a kid. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say that this movie still terrifies me whatsoever. I'd be lying. Straight up, that'd be lying to y'all. But as a kid, man, this was one of them ones. This is one of them OGs. This is way scarier than Friday the 13th ever was. I'm just putting it out there. But last and certainly not least, the movie that takes the cake as the absolute most scarring movie that I ever saw as a kid had to be Dead Silence, bro. If you haven't seen this movie, I don't blame you. I don't remember it being good whatsoever. I just remember being scared out of my goddamn mind. This shit came out in 2007. I think I remember seeing it like 2008, 2009. Nigga, I must have been 8, 9 years old. Why was I watching this movie? And I remember in this movie, they said it was based off a true story. Why do they cap like that? I don't remember puppets taking niggas' tongues in real life. I'm gonna be honest, I was already scared shitless as a youngin'. Easily, too. So when I heard this was based off a true story, it went from to... And then by the end, when you see a whole room full of people with their tongues taken, when you see the puppet master ripping tongues out and he's got a tongue for his own, what the fuck was that, bro? I remember watching that movie. Then my grandpa, rest his soul, he was like, all right, good night. What? I'm not going to bed? I wasn't alone either. I remember my 2 brothers were with me too on that same futon watching this movie. And we went to bed. And that didn't help whatsoever. I was terrified. I was up all night, bro. Flipping, staring, looking for the puppet. You never know when they can catch you, bro. Gotta keep that head on a swivel. I would never recommend this movie to anybody. Genuinely. I don't ever want to see this movie again. To even like get rid of that trauma, you feel what I'm saying? That trauma's permanent. It's staying. It's not going anywhere. I'll never watch this movie again. But yeah, man, that's my list of scary movies that scarred me as a kid. I'm trying to see y'all's in the comments down below because it can't be me. It can't just be me, I should say. I can't be the only one who got scarred by these scary ass movies when they were little, man. So go ahead and drop the movies in the comments down below because you know we got to talk about it. Simple.